high skill, and it's good as hell. You don't start off with 100% money in PP. It definitely starts at 50%, and then 75, then 100, I think. But yeah, it's definitely not 100 to start. Actually, OG1 might be, because you have to do it twice. But I know OG2 does, for sure. A good move and just get him. Is she out? Yep, she only got 2 of them. That's fine. She's the regular though. So, last time we played, our first death was Masaki on the return, and then Valletta died on the final stage, and that was it. And now Valletta has fucking died here too. I hate it. Okay, Kazuki. Well, they fucking missed. How do you fucking miss Kazuki? Nice attack, but no thank you. Why Blaster? That's all I want. Is just we got a place for people to talk stupid shit about stupid shit all the time. Now I gotta save up all the juice on Tezuku because he's having a bad time. But he's invincible, so. Leash goes. Tomorrow. It's like the future boss. Here I come! But again, Tezuku is invincible. Alright, let's put everybody on the fucking ground. Don't got time for this shit. Double Nindo punch.
まったく懲りねえ連中だな。マイ、念動連撃剣で行くぞ。チェンジアールウィング。食らえ食らえ食らえ。
This fucking dude. Eat this, eat this, eat this. love that we can say it by that. I mean, he's really.
よっしゃ続けていくぞリボルバーキャノンランダムシャー
これで決めてみせる
あ行くぜ
連動集中
超必殺 E リンクダブルナッカ
Telekinetic. Super finishing move. Double D-Link knuckle. Now I'm going to separate these two. Nah, fuck it, I can't be bothered. Formation. When does he retreat? $15,000. Right, that's fine, that's fine. There's no secrets here, right? Oh. Formation. Ah.
運がなかったな沈め
二人ともフォーメーション R で行くわよ
了解ですタイよっしゃ行くぜハイゾルランチャーシェル
ストライクシールド
チェンジアールウィング完全に捉え
今よビュ
歯を念じて刃となれリンククラッシュソー
Got him, buddy. And D-Link can crash his sword. Well, I mean, he's crashed into it with the sword. He's also having problems. But thanks because he's in the sky more than anything. And she's having problems because she's in plane mode. Much better, much better. Cleaner. Please.
前方のゲスト機を排除します
Got him. Let's go.
ベストの指揮官機か。
いつもとはパターン変えていきましょう。
三式必殺必要等再破
Three finishing move. Tishio Blade. See, this. I fucking hate this. The Grungus goes first, and then. And cut to the other guys. They just needed to
取ったわよ。
put that break somewhere else. Isengard's got it as well on his attack where he falls out of the sky. And I dislike it immensely. It's like the worst place for a cut.
行くわよ、京介。続けてキャッチアンドリリース。
Catch and release.
クレイモアバンカー
Get him, D-boy.
切り札よ。
ダメダメ、大話にならんね。
Oh yeah, I mean, just fucking use up all of the juice. Why not? Stratzel, he's back, baby.
ゲストの指揮官機か。友よ、今こそ我らの力を見せる時。
My friend, it's time to show them our strength.
仕掛ける。友よ、今が駆け抜ける時。
My friend, crush them. It died. Wilson Rider has won, but written with blade instead of hands. Or a rider. Crush them with one blow. So good. Yeah, Akai, Gilliam, Zengar, Ratzel, sick combo.
Eh, なかなか。
There definitely needs to be more combo attack. Like, Yuki and Carl not having one is criminal. And, like, none of Octo Squad having one. How many turns in? I got 2 turns to kill. I mean, that 100% is actually 50%, but I mean, why chance it? No, it didn't catch at all. That's like that. And Suzuki's just gonna sit there and refill his juice, because he's a stinky boy. Oh, you wanna fucking... Ah, no! You revolvering me. I was thinking I was gonna sit there and hold up his sword and go, fuck
WG
you.
を倒せばあいつらも意気消沈するだろ。こんなもんかな。
無駄だゲスト
Useless guest.
どこへ逃げようと当ててみせる
外れ。
Wow, Inga's also let me down a lot this playthrough, in that he's just been fucking trash garbage. And now it's still got another turn to kill. Does he have anything good? No, he doesn't have anything good, so it doesn't even matter, it's just purely for money and XP and all the good stuff. Zeb's really good. He's really cool where he just doesn't give a shit. Like, he just never sounds like he cares about anything. No. Bandai logo, shot him with it. Shot him with it. What do you need? Yes, that's the end of my turn. Yes, that's the end of my turn. There we go. Now we can do whatever the fuck we want to him. I mean, I know what I want to do to him. There's no, like, I could have moved the Rado up in that time actually. That was silly of me. Yeah, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. You have anyone you can bless? No? You get double XP at least from Aether. Rampage Ghost, Maximum Break, Tornado Blade, Shishio Blade. Yeah, all of the moves? Okay, let's go. Yeah, it's always more so.
かけるかこれで落ち
So
るか
because
ど
I
うか
wanted it, I didn't want the SR point, so I had to use less swords. Sucked.
さあ観念しろ
I
テストの指揮官機か。そのふざけた態度がどこまで持つか。
位置に分かれ変えていきましょうか。
塗料弾
獅子王とサイハ。
single cut. You just have to have the youngest 3 in the front, otherwise you'll end up in this hell.
後ろ取ったわよと思わせといて。
こちらが仕掛ける。
行くわよ京介。
いい位置だ。
続けてキャッチアンドリリース。
Release.
クレイモア。バカ。これが俺たちの
切り札よ。
さすがやるやる。
これが
He's in the Type 3 in OG Gaiden as well, I think. But yeah, like it took him a really long time to give him a sword attack as his big move.
力に物を言わせるのであれば。友よ。
But he is the important dude for all the like Shishio Blade stuff. And not when OG one, but he gets you the sword, but he never actually has one. One warrior worth 1,000. Yeah, OG2, he's Shishio Blade. This game, he's the Shishio Blade, and I think in Gaiden, he's the Shishio Blade. There really needs to be a Rishu Zengar Bullet one, right? Like, there's no reason why Bullet doesn't have one. Rishu doesn't have one with Zengar, considering the deal. Like, why isn't there a 3 Grungusts? Why isn't there one between all of the Grungusts doing all of their big swords?
こりゃかなわんわ。
Lord, I blew up and now I'm died in hell. Damn, fuck. Well, I mean, they're having a good time. Ah, and Kyosuke's ready to go again. So you blow him up. Whoa, you got me, you got me. You guys are strong. Well, if our plan is successful, I might have another chance. I'm out. We were too late. Major Kai, if what he said is true, then right now, they're invading other critical places on Earth. And Valera cost us so much money. Ridiculous, disgusting. Meanwhile, elsewhere on Earth, everyone's getting fucking murdered. Oh wait, it's not getting murdered? All targets hit, no further readings. Good work, gentlemen. Prepare for the second wave and keep the anti-aircraft watch on high alert. And then internally, you alien bastards don't think it'll turn out the same as last time. What, where they fucking lost? And here's Kenzo. So this was the reason behind the high alert for the last few days and recent scrambling of units. But things are going too smoothly. It's as if the higher-ups knew the aliens were coming today. Really? Really? You figured that out? You figured that one out, dude? You figured that one out? Oh, look at this, the Gaia Sabers effortlessly repelling the aliens. Okay, so here's Shiot. That was surprisingly quick. Xian. Yeah, our time in Legius was a lot more fun. And Shien. You got that right. Major Albero, it's over. Gamma Sabers will prepare for the second wave and remain here. It's our official debut, but it's so boring. Should we try to take full control over Tesla Labs? Did you not hear my order? Stand by. Yeah. And then internally, what a boring geezer. We'd be fine if the Gamma Saber squad was just us three. And here's Erdi. It was a great opportunity. It's a shame the Medius Locus wasn't sent out. Did you forget? The Medius was stolen, according to this plan of yours. Soon enough, that won't matter though, right? And he's like, what is that squadron? They came out of nowhere, deployed their forces, and then... And Jonathan Ermstad, outside of the Stalk, it's all mechs I've never seen before. There's a new model Lion type and some customized Garleans. And Raji, more worrying than that, they knew where the enemies were coming from. Yeah, there's that. When I asked for their allegiance, they didn't respond. I have an idea who the enemy units were, but as for our friends... Perhaps they're not from the Federation? Then who the heck do they work for? Since they're using new models from the Lion line, they could be related to Izarugi? It's always Izarugi! Always! There's only 3 companies that make shit! Mao Industries, the Tesla Labs, and Izarugi Industries. And you know that Mao isn't evil, and you know that you aren't evil. So it's gotta be Izarugi! Could these be the GS people we're talking about? I'm grateful they protected the labs, but something seems fishy. These fucking clowns. In space. Also murdered. Aliens can't even win in space. What a world. Here's Duban. All targets destroyed. This is Beta 1. We're going back. And Ariel or Aria. Based on how long it takes to analyze data, I don't think we did a calculation from the data collected by us. Could the higher-ups have known when the guests were arriving? Yeah, they did. I'm glad someone figured it out. The Grand Christmas. No, the Air Christmas, right? Grand Christmas is their base. Look at this sick battleship. Wow. And here's the operator. All targets in range. And there's Lee, who's changed his name to Carly. Forward cannons 1 through 4. Fire! And he totally punks everybody because his battleship is super strong. And Igreta. Seems like we don't need to show ourselves just yet. Commander Arte, the guest forces have been wiped out. Good work, Captain Newman. You commanded well. I look forward to your results in the future. Yes, sir. After I was discarded, I found a place for myself here. If there's anything I can do to repay you, please let me know. Of course. Commander, there's a message from the President for you. Send it through. It went exactly as you said, Altair. Yep, we were successfully attacking every enemy force except the one in Paris. What will we do about potential low-orbit bombardment? Along with our orbit patrol squadron of the Federation, the Omega Sabers and Beta Sabers are also deployed. They'll be ready if the enemies make a move. Then they prevented them from bombarding? Or do you think they never intended long-range warfare in the first place? And here's Nibble. I believe it's the latter. They have more firepower than their precursors. They probably wanted to act to gain as big a foothold as possible. Further, while we have sent protection to each division's head base and to cities of import, we positioned our ship and the Alpha Sabers at the capital, Paris, between the Federation and the Gaia Sabers. I don't think I need to say who the citizens are thinking higher of. You said before, sir, that the Gaia Sabers should have a brilliant debut in order to give them more recognition than the Steel Dragons. I think we accomplished that. Wouldn't you agree? I was wise to leave it to you. Thank you very much, sir. I have supporters in the military smoothing things over. If they team up with the opposition movement in Congress, the ones we're searching for will surely be flushed out. We should focus on finding the ones who predicted the guest invasion. Can't afford to miss any intel. I understand. Once the situation is settled down, you'll make a speech. Please say the Gaia Sabers is the sword that protects the Earth and all of her people. Indeed, we will win this fight against the guests. Of course, sir. Meanwhile, in Paris. Here's Daniel. General, we have received reports from every division. We have won. Here's Gaspar again. The enemy is probably so confused. What's the position of their squadrons? We're searching right now, but given that the Moss probe is yet to be attacked, we think it's likely they're outside of lunar orbit. Then their targets are probably the Moon and Heaven's Gate. I figured the guests would start there, but it can't hurt to keep them on high alert. Yes, sir. By the way, the speech the President made earlier, was that okay? It's what our Commander-in-Chief wanted to do. I don't mind. But he said the Gaia Sabers were protecting the people. Isn't that the military's job? Now we have a branch with no budget restraints that we can use to test new weapons and use them proactively against the guests. We should be grateful. Altair could be trying to get a foothold with the Gaia Sabers so he can start to order the military around. Or maybe he's conspiring with the military of countries outside the old UN Security Council, scheming to overthrow the current Federation leaders. Or like fucking all of those. And Gaspar's like, oh, you're quite the warrior. Certainly could be true. Well, I don't mind if that's what he's planning. If things go poorly, he'll start a civil war. This is a grave problem. By uniting against the common enemy, our resolve is strengthened. That's what Bjorn Zoldark and Maya V. Brandstein did. Further, the resistance in the DC wars made the anti-Federation forces stronger. There's a brawl brewing, and new enemies will emerge from the woodwork. But we still have the DC remnants and anti-Federation forces to deal with. Whenever there's more work for us, war merchants get more profits. While it's never part of our intention, there's always going to be people who get the short end of the stick. That gives us a new portion of the populace to defend, as is our duty. You could call it a game of give and take. And Daniel, obviously understandable on this one, thinks that maybe isn't how it should be. The world will never have a perfect peace. The militaries will always fight each other, looking for victory. Or maybe we'll find something more difficult than that. You're talking about keeping things in order? Exactly. Completely destroying all our enemies is dangerous for our position, Daniel. I'm sure you've heard the rumours about the Gaia Sabers. We've got our strong points as well. Our other pieces, besides the Steel Dragons, the preparations for Carlo and Eckhart are finished, right? Yes. Then let us watch the performance of the newly elected President Gray and company. They say the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Policies enacted by a president in wartime won't be overlooked by the countries of the Federation forever. When they do fall, perhaps we won't try too hard to keep Altair and his gang up. Another cutscene, because now we've got the crew getting back together. Ryusei! Sorry I made you worry, Latuni. No, I believed you'd be back safely. I even took a bunch of pictures of the new model mechs for you. Oh, that's great. Thanks. Show me later. Sure. Latuni, I have also returned. Princess Shine, I'm pleased to see you unharmed. Your Highness! Yeah? I went to the Kingdom of Rixet once. I saw you in a parade. Oh, I see. Could you please sign this for me? Of course. Thank you very much. By the way, Princess, is it okay if you don't go back to your country? I've been summoned to Lagius. I've requested to be allowed into the Steel Dragons for a while. But I did contact the country recently. Joyce was overjoyed. So everyone was taken to Lagius. Kind of a long story, because he also had to, Ryusei has done other stuff before then. What about Coda and Axel? Weren't they with you? We didn't meet them. We couldn't find them anywhere in Lagius. Is that so? Poor Lamia. Is that so? Ekura is acting normal. If you met any of these dudes and all the things they've done, if you had the chance, wouldn't you go just sign everything I've got, all of it? Especially the wanted fugitives. But yeah, Ryusei. All the members of the Steel Dragons have come back, but other people from the surface who went to Lagius stayed with Masaki and his friends. If those two are on Lagius, they'll have help. Got it. Also, I have something I need to discuss with Arado, Soyola, and Latuni. Yeah, those guys. Those guys? Yeah, in Lagius we fought against Shien, Xiat, and Xiao. Those three were from Argent class. They're still alive? Fucking Katina. They're some fucking crazy kids. I think they're still in Legias. If those three came back to the surface, the last living members of the school are those guys. A lot of stuff happened down there, but it seems like more things happened up here. Yep, at the next meeting with Commander Lafina and her crew, we'll give the report. You were called in as well, Rob? Yep, as an observer. I'll probably have to explain the current situation after the guest attack. To the briefing room, fucking this Katina guy. Those kids are fucking crazy. Is that true? Yep, the guests ambushed Paris, the main bases of all the Federation divisions and other important places with their teleport devices. But the Federation and the GS, the Gaia Sabers, stopped them. Gaia Sabers? That's the battalion the President controls, right? Yep. Just now, President Grisman announced their existence as the people who repelled the guest attack. He said that with them as the sword that protects the Earth, no one can violate her sovereign power. And Zengar, a sword. If that's what the Gaia Sabers are, what does that say about the Federation armies? Beyond that, there's one other thing I don't understand. They knew the guests attacked the factory with the Huckabeens in Orleans, and they should also know the movements of the Kurogane. They could have shared advice with us, considering we went toe-to-toe with the inspectors. But when I asked them earlier, they said nothing. And the guests attempted the same strategies as the inspectors, trying to conquer a large portion of the Earth in one go. Basically, based on the information they collected and expecting full victory, the guests attacked all the bases at the same time, and they were stopped. Is there something you're trying to say, Ratzel? Don't you think the participating Federation groups and the Gaia Sabers knew when the guests were going to invade beforehand? And the just like, yeah, I agree. But how would they? As I said before, I think there's a pipeline between the Federation and the aliens, and now we've seen the effect it can have. And considering what that Zeb fellow said, I don't think it's wrong to say the guests and the inspectors have some kind of connection. I think it's possible that someone from the inspectors warned the Gaia Sabers about the guest attack. And it's Grey, it's the secret man. And it's Kai. If they were cooperating, then we'd have the same objective of controlling the Earth, but you're saying there's some kind of faction struggle between the guests and the inspectors, and the Gaia Sabers are taking advantage of that? Yes, perhaps a failure on the part of the guests would help the standing of the inspectors. If that were the case, then they would have acted faster to halt the guests' invasion. And if they couldn't do that, maybe they could leak some information. I guess internal struggle is a universal construct. Even the weapons the two factions use are the same. You completed analysis yet? Rough guess, but yeah, in the past fight they were just launched. One machine was using parts similar to a Geminira. Geminira? The code name given to the machine destroyed in the Inspector incident, though we didn't encounter it. Unlike the Inspector said it's large units. Understood. Then, as for our next move, we've been contacted by the Far East Division, ordering us to come home and explain our MIA status. As such, this ship and the Hagane will return to Izu. Before that, I have something I wish to ask of you. What? I'd like you to take Bullet and Kasua to the Tesla labs. We need them to communicate with the mechanoids, the Chokijin, so we can so our repairs can continue. Understood. In order to oppose Barrel, we need the Chokijin. I'll allow it. If you're headed to TLI, then it'd be best if you had the X-Beam too, so you can repair it there, right? Yeah. Then the Kurogane will take you. Captain Lafina, do you mind if Rio and Ryodo come as well? Given that they worked in developing the Huckabeam Mark III, I'd like to ask their support in adjusting the X-Beam. What do you think, Tetsuya? I don't mind, we need all the help we can get. Then, please tell them to make their preparations. Also, meanwhile... I see, so you're fine then? It's Clifford. He's Josh's dad's assistant. I mean, it seems like you have just as much on your plate as... yeah, it seems like you have just as much on your plate as you did down here. Is there something you need of me? Could I ask you to come back to Antarctica with Rim? Is this something Dad asked? Yeah, the research on Fabula Flores has reached a new stage, and because of that, we need the Sympathia. A new stage? I heard that plenty of times before. There hasn't really been any important progress, has there? This time it's different. The El Chevalier is needed immediately. If by that you mean you're going to make Rim use the 01, Professor said it wouldn't happen. That's why we called you. Then why didn't Dad contact me directly? He always does that for important things. Josh, if he called you directly, you wouldn't answer though, would you? Nailed it. If you find out more, maybe we can learn something about Rim's condition. Come on, Josh, this is a personal request. Okay, Cliff. So, Bullet, Kasua, Ryodo, and Rio are going with the Kurogane to the Tesla labs. Understood. I'm sorry you have orders so soon after returning, but thanks. Dr. Amiya, do you know the whereabouts of Kooki? Which is Bullet's tiger friend. No clues. We're working with the LTR Corporation researching Barrel, but... I see. If I had been there... It's probably better you weren't. If you were in it, you would have been kidnapped. Bullet's like, shit. Deja vu. Dr. Amiya, will we be able to repair the Ryoki? Ryuoki? Dragon? Right now, we're just Professor Kazahara. It's about a 50-50. With me and you, there should be something more we can do. Understood. Major Kai, can I ask something? Go ahead. I'd like Ing to come with us to the Tesla Labs. Ing? Ing? Is that some newfangled name? He's someone who we found in an escape pod in the Pacific by Raoul, and then he's a young boy on the Hagane. He's lost his memories and we don't know who he works for, but he helped us in our battles in Lugias. You let a person you know nothing about fight with you? Yeah, based on Valletta's judgment, we put him in the R-Blade custom. Wait, why could someone who lost his memories do something that complicated? You saying his body remembers how to control a PT? Exactly. He's received some kind of high-level training. I've seen his ability to adapt to different units. But still, throwing him to a real battle is... First, we're in a situation where we need skills like his. Second, we think that a significant shock may restore his memories. And the results? Nada. But up till now he's had no complaints and has always cooperated. So you say. Just from hearing the story, he sounds like an artificially created being. That's why we want to take him to TLI to examine this mystery. Seems like he wants to know who he is too. He's got amnesia. Wouldn't it be better to take him to Professor Kobayashi, Izu? He's the expert on that kind of thing. He talked to Aya and she said it would be better to go to Tesla Labs first in order to get a more diversified study. I mean, Aya's dad, I mean, he sort of knows a lot about amnesia, but I wouldn't ask him to cure it. Because he's a fucking dumpster of a man. But Kai, understood. I'll speak to the captain. Now, just Major Kai, do you have a moment? What is it? I received a call from Mother Base. They want me to return to Antarctica. Well, you're not enlisted in the military, so I don't mind. But are you in a hurry? Yeah. Then we'll get you set up with a transport ship. Please take Hugo and Akio with you. Huh? They aren't affiliated with my unit of the Steel Dragons, so I'm free to do what I want with them. Take them as an escort. But we've been attacked by the Yokujin and Jinrai, and the guests have also begun their invasion. There's a strong possibility of encountering enemies on the way there. Unless they're a nuisance. No. I'll talk to Hugo and Aqua. Do you get to Antarctica? Be on your toes. Understood. No, we don't let people we don't know fight with us. Kai normally knows everybody already because he does his fucking job and reads all the dossiers. The only time it's ever happened is when he's not been there, like Ryusei getting him in for some reason, and then afterwards he's like, why would you do that to it? But here's Sedi. Commander Zezanen, the first wave has been entirely destroyed. It seems the Earthlings knew of our movements in advance. Meaning they did some kind of reconnaissance or something? Zezanen is a fucker. Correct, they were ready for the fight at all their bases at once, and even the orbital patrol. Niz fucking Zeb. Ooh my. Seems like the Steel Dragons aren't the only one that's hard to deal with. Can't believe these monkeys are that strong. Sure, they've been fighting amongst themselves for a long time, but someone leaked our information. I can't think of any other reason. It wasn't you, was it? Instead he's like, wow, asking his inner circle first, huh? Why would we do a thing like that? I think it was because we tried to steal the Huckabeans. That's how they figured it out. Did you forget? Capturing the Granzon and the Huckabeans are the most important parts of the plan. This is Shafwa says, that's Sedi's real name. She's something Sedi Shafwa. It's like Shafwa says. Shafwaz says, because we couldn't find the Granzon, we need to immediately capture the Huckabeans. And then internally Zeb's like, but we lost them too. And Sedi internally, why does the commander want the Huckabeans and Granzon? Because the reason he wants to, by the way, is because they are fucking evidence that he has broken, like, the #1 biggest rule of his, like, alliance that he's in. Like, he broke the #1 rule and probably will get executed for it. And now here's Zeb. And thinking about our information leak source, could it be the confidant Wendelo used? If that were the case, it'd be Vorgaman. How would he know when we're attacking? That's true. then maybe the Vorga has a spy hidden somewhere. Or maybe he used the Bioroid. Vorga. I checked. No leads like that. Then their man came to Earth and saw us. We sealed Wendelow's ship, right? If someone from his squad lived, they could use that. But now anyone who wants to use it needs Commander Zizan's codes to access it. Continue the investigation of the lake and the location of the Grand Zone. Yes, sir. And we'll change the plan from here. We're taking the moon. Let's show those monkeys something outside of our original plan. Roger! I've already made arrangements for reinforcements. This time we'll show those monkeys the true power of the Zvorg. Desmond is like super, he's like monkey barbarians, shitlords. He's really weird, And he, like, it is weird seeing an alien who looks like a human do that, but I mean... It's really weird because he's like, oh, they're basically like banging rocks together. Idiots. It's like, well, we're clearly not. We've got fucking lasers.